Yeah, so all the credit to that guy. He was really good. He competed with a bunch of pitches in the zone, and I think the third time through, you put in so much time and you put in so much work, um, and Devo is the king of work, and we get after it, and it was just. I think good things happen to good people, and we both got good swings off in a big time moment. So it was good to see.
Devin, you said earlier in the week that you weren't even aware that this regional was a double elimination format. Now that you're the MVP of that format, how do you feel? Are you aware that the super regionals are 2 out of 3?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to come through for my team, man. That's all it is. That's all you gotta do in big situations. But yeah, yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
You all hit the ball well yesterday, obviously. What do you feel like you all learned from that in terms of being patient today with a different pitcher, different approach?
Like Gilly said, that guy was pretty good. He was throwing all 3 pitches for strikes. He kind of the same thing as that Ball State pitcher. He pitched really well, threw a lot of things in the zone. So kind of to get your timing a little off, get you roll over, get you to pop up. So just grinding away, and getting a pitch, not necessarily that you can do damage with, but just put the barrel on it. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously me, Gilly, and a couple other people who just came through with some clutch hits.
Mason, could you talk a little bit about the energy in the crowd? Because they were trying, it looked like, to lift you a little bit.
Yeah, especially at the end of the game when I was pushing 70 pitches. It's nice having a crowd. BBN showed out again, and it just gave me the energy, to want to keep going. And I knew we had guys in the bullpen warming up, but with the crowd behind me, it just gave me the confidence to want to go out there and complete that game for us.
At one point, I looked up at the TV broadcast, and you guys are like in the dugout, like throwing the team together and dancing. How much fun were you guys having? How much easier does it make these games when you're having fun, you're not stressed out?
I'll answer this one. I was enjoying watching Byers get thrown in the air myself. I've never seen anything like that before, but yeah, the vibes in the dugout were unbelievable. I mean, we got a group of just really good friends up there, and we aren't ready to be done playing with each other yet. So it's super fun.
Darren, Coach gave you that moment with the mic there in front of the fans. Just how much you mean to the program, just how special is it that you guys are headed to the Super?
Yeah, man, it's like we said, like Coach said, it's what we talked about day one. Just not being a good team is being one of the best teams, and being our best in June. And it means the world. This program means the world to me, man. They've taken me in, and I would give the credit to Coach Minch. He lets the guys in the locker room. For these 4 guys up here, man, just control the locker room, be the voice of the locker room, and I love every teammate that I've had this year and last year, man. I could go through every single one of them. Program means the world. Fans mean the world. Couldn't be happier of the decision I made to come to Kentucky.
That's a Kentucky boy right there.
Yeah.
That's what it's about right there.
Darren, kind of going off that, the last time you won the Supers, you were a redshirt freshman.
Back in the day. Yeah.
You're really finishing things up. I know this feels like a long ride. Can you even put into words just how kind of poetic this is for you that now you're getting to go to where you originally saw UK at?
Yeah, man. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, it's the goal. It's the dream. It's right there on the wall. Omaha, you're 2 wins away now, and you go back like we talked about last week. I think all the 6 a.m. workouts, everything I did last summer through rehab, the grueling practices in the fall, where I was out here not throwing that day, and all I could do is cheer these guys on to get better. This moment right here, worth every single thing I've done the last 7 years. Every single thing. Every tough outing. Every gritty one like this one tonight. Every great outing, for that dog pile right there, that means the world, man. So hopefully we can do it one more time.
Yeah, for any of you, what did you learn from that first series at LSU that you think you can apply at this one?
Be respectful.
Just compete as hard as we can. They're a good team. We're also a good team. But just compete. At the end of the day, It's not about nothing else. It's the best team that wins. It's the team that plays the best, not the best team that wins. Just compete. Like I said, that's the biggest thing. Compete and have fun.
Hunter, this is a group that signs every autograph after every game. You couldn't do that tonight, obviously. But you all were able to run around the stadium high-fiving everybody that you could. What was that like? What was it like? You break your own record for the crowd.
Yeah, that was one of the coolest things I think I've ever done. Just going by and seeing everyone, the reactions, and just how much that this meant to everyone else. And it's been unbelievable for me to be here, and transfer portal guy who never got a chance to play in the postseason ever. I never played in a conference tournament before, nothing, and we just won a regional in front of all those people, and it's just so cool, man. Like, I know the portal's crazy right now, and these coaches do such a good job of bringing in good people and good players, and there's no reason that anyone in the portal who gets a call from these people shouldn't want to come here.
Yeah, Aaron, you pitch 4 strong innings, you go out, Mason comes in, he looks so confident. What do you say to him, and are you talking to him in between innings? What's going on there?
I probably talked to Mason more than anybody in the world the last 4 months, man. We roomed together on the road. He's like a little brother to me. So I was calm. Whenever Mason comes in the game, I'm calm. He's got some of the best pitches in the entire country, not just this team, not just this league, not just this tournament, the country. I think he's going to be a big leaguer one day. And, man, you're at ease. You just got to fire him up and make sure he's on his game. And he was. I think all 3 of us, every single inning, was going up asking him if he was tired, slapping him on the chest. Like, we were pulling him through as much as he was pulling the rest of the team through tonight, man. So we were calm when Mason went in that game, just like we will be next weekend.
I'd like to ask the offensive guys that Indiana was very complimentary of Mason's stuff and described it as trying to hit a 94-mile-an-hour ball. For you guys who have competed against them, in fall and scrimmages and that kind of thing, is that a pretty good description of what it's like in the box against you?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we actually had inter squad a few weeks, like last weekend, after we came back from Hoover. And I told Mason Moore that he could sleep good at night knowing he didn't have to face me that weekend. But it was really me sleeping good knowing I didn't have to face him.
That's my favorite thing to do as a coach. This team was built a long time ago. When you think about recruiting in baseball, guys commit when they're freshmen in high school and sophomores, and to have all those guys come through and to deliver in that moment and then watch them celebrate, it doesn't get any better as a coach, because they're the ones that have made the pitches, they're the ones that have made the plays, they are the ones that went to the workouts, they're the ones that went to class, they're the ones that do it. And when you get a chance to just see pure joy, it's one of the best feelings as a coach, and that's the only thing you could ever hope for on the field, is to watch your team celebrate. And man, I was soaking it in, Hunter, and I was loving every second of it.
What do you feel like you learned about your guys this weekend that maybe you didn't see in the conference tournament or even late in the season? What did they kind of reveal about their resilience or just knowledge of the game?
Well, I don't know if this is something that I learned about him, because I knew after the fall that we had a team that could compete for a championship. The thing that I'm super thankful for, and you heard them talking about throwing up Evan Byers, and I'm thankful that they got to a spot that they could let loose and just play free, because we're talented enough. But the fact that they could just take a deep breath and just, sometimes you can't, you got to stop caring so much to where it's like it doesn't constrict you. And Mr. Barnhart's message about a month ago now about just taking off the shackles and going for it. Like, we're going for it. And, towards the end of the year, we were pressing some at times, but we did not press. They just kind of let loose and they went for it. So I was thankful that they were able to do that.
Yeah, Darren was able to get out of that bases loaded, nobody out jam, only allowing one. Then Mason Mason had the second and third, I think one out, didn't give up anything, just the jobs they were able to do in those two innings specifically.
Yeah, when you sit there and you think about any time you could have the bases loaded and no outs and you only give up one run, that is a victory for the defense. And they got another time we got third base, no outs, and didn't score. So our ability to minimize Darren, he'll keep you on the edge of his seat, won't you? I mean, we're at UT a couple weeks ago. It's just like, man, he'll keep you on there. But he gave us everything he had. What a warrior. What a warrior Darren Williams is. And Mason was fantastic.
What about Devin makes him thrive in these situations when games are on, just the way he play all?
Yeah, he's a warrior. Guys, I got to tell you something about Devin Burks. At the end of the fall, we do meetings at the beginning and at the end of every fall, and sometimes in the middle. But we basically explained to him that he had won the catching job, and that we would still catch two catchers. We would want him to be fresh for late in the year. And hey, look, there's a chance you could lose that job. But as of today, and one thing we asked him to do is like, hey, when we come back in the spring, Devin, I think it'd be a really good idea for you to just swing by and pop in the offices every day just to say hi. And if there's anything, you're going to help Coach Rozelle lead the pitching staff. If there's something that he needs to share with you or whatever, it's totally up to you. You don't have to do it. But if you choose, you should pop by. Totally up to you. That guy's come by our office every day. Every day that guy comes in, and I hear him at the end of the hallway, and he lights up the office with his thing. Hey, what's up, Ammo? Hey, I just like, Coach Coggin, what's up? Hey, Brock. Like, hey, Coach, what's up? And he is just, and then I'm like, all right, he's coming down. And he makes his way, and he stops at all the offices, and he stops in my office, and we spend time together every day. I've learned so much about him. Like, personally, this guy, guys, this guy is different. He even brought his mom by the office today. He literally brought his mom by the office today. Like, this guy is a winner, and he cares, and he wants to win. And he's a special dude, a very special dude.
Nick, talking about the John Clay earlier, pitching staff, you had the 26 runs yesterday, but for the whole regional, you had 2 shutouts. You gave up just two runs tonight. Did you feel going into the season that you had this kind of staff?
Yeah, we knew the strength of our staff was going to be the depth. And, you know, I kept getting those questions from a lot of you in February, and then we got into the couple weeks of March, and then by the time we started opening up SEC play, it dawned on me that this was as deep as pitching staff as I've had here, and that's saying a lot because we've had a lot of really good arms. And so the depth of our pitching staff is definitely one of our strengths. There's no way you come out of the losers bracket and to put up those fewer runs, and you're only going to do that with a really good defense. But our pitchers, Coach Rozelle is a premier coach. Everywhere he's been, you go back and look at his track record. And he's put together some really good staffs. And you even heard Darren mention his name afterwards because of all the time and effort that he's poured into our guys. So it was definitely a good thing.
Jeff Drummond with Rivals. Going back to Devin, he caught 5 games in this regional, 3 in the last 2 days, hottest days of the year. So far, and still produced what he did with the bat.
It's unreal.
Talk about doing that in these conditions.
Yeah, so, you know, towards the end of the year, they went into a stretch where he wasn't getting as many hits. He wasn't doing as well. And I had some people in my ear about, hey, I think Devin's wearing down. He's getting tired and, you know, these kind of things. So you guys might laugh at this, but I say, Devo, one of his days in my office, I was like, Devo, I got a bunch of people in my ear telling me that you're tired. Like, I don't know, like you ain't hitting as good. Like, what do you want me to tell these people? Because, like, I can't tell you how many people are telling me this. He goes, you tell them that a tired catcher don't steal bases. I stole 4 bases last week. You think my legs are tired? I'm like, yes, sir. I'll tell him. He's like, this guy. And I went up to him yesterday, and I said, hey, you're going to have to catch 18 innings. And I said, Devin, I want you to know I told our staff, you're from the state of Florida. You've played in a lot of doubleheaders, and I have total peace. You're going to dominate this. you're going to take care of your body. I asked him about his hydration, and I said, I just want you to know ahead of time, you are going to do awesome today. You've done this your whole life. This is no different. He's like, Coach, I got this. I'm built for this. And I was like, you are. Get ready. He's like, I'm coming, Coach. I'm coming.
Ryan Black, the Courier Drone. Nick, this is kind of a two-part question. I guess one, just the fact that second super regional Kentucky in history, and you've been coached both of them. So first with that, has that sunk in yet? If not, when do you think it will? And then two, you're the one who brought up the parallels to 2017, what you guys did in losing winning the first game, losing the second game, not winning three straight. Are there any other parallels you see between those two clubs?
Let me answer the first one. Coach Madison, will you come up here? Please.
You have to hobble up here.
Yeah, he's got a bad knee. You're getting a water bottle. When I showed up in 2017, this man asked me, he said, Nick, if there's ever anything I could do for you, will you please let me know? I'll do whatever. And I said, Coach, you coached here for 25 years. Nobody knows Kentucky baseball better than you. He said, Nick, I want to help. I want to serve. I'll do whatever. I said, Coach, what do you think about doing a staff Bible study? And he says, I'll do it. And in 2016, it was the fall. He's been leading our coaches in a Bible study every week for 7 years. And I'll never forget this. In that very first time we ever met, in 17, he told me, he said, Nick, if you do this, I'll guarantee you'll have a great year. And I'm a first-time head coach. I've never been a head coach at any level. I've never been a T-ball head coach, a high school head coach, a summer ball head coach. Mitch Barnhart gave me an opportunity of a lifetime. And I perked up. I said, what do I have to do? Coach, I am all ears. He said, you have to do 3 things, Nick. He said, you have to pray for your players every day. You have to pray for your staff, and you have to pray for your players' parents. He says, if you do that, I guarantee you, you will have a great year. And I've done my best job to try to do that. And we've had good years. We've had some years. We had one really, really bad year, record-wise. But we've been really close. 2 out of 3 years, we've been 1 or 2 games short. And the parallels, we have a group of people that have prayed. I've got a list of people here. I believe in the power of prayer. My wife has prayed for 7 straight years. Her sisters at BSF and her prayer warriors, they pray. Mitch, Connie, Coach, Miss Sharon, Mac, Kirby, Aaron, Jason, Ryan, Matt, KG, Nathaniel, Austin, Mimi, Chris, Glenn, Bo, Clayton, Nikki, Jim, Matt, Rick, Matt, Joy, Jason, Sean, Eddie. He told me last year, he said, all right, Nick, here's what you need to do. You need to find 7 people to pray for you and your program and your players every day. And I made my rounds, and I called people. So the parallels is God has had his hand all over this. 2 tough teams that want to do everything they can for Kentucky. And, Coach, I could not do this without you. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I told Nick, he wanted me to come in here, and I said, man, this is your night. This is your night. This is the team's night. It's not my night. I've been gone a long time. And he said, if you want to keep our friendship, you're coming in here. And I wanted to keep our friendship because I love this guy. And, boy, when you meet with somebody every week and then see him other times, and you see someone's heart. I see Nick's heart. Everybody else, maybe they hear what he says. I see his heart because I know he loves his team. I know he loves his players, and I know he wants to do things the right way. And how can you not get behind somebody like that? So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Give it up for Coach Madison, please. Like 25 years. He deserves this.
No.
Thank you.
Your night, man. Now go win in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. Yes, sir. See, that's what I'm doing. He's been doing this like for 7 years. He's been keeping me straight.
Coach, real quick, I know I'm not a UK historian like Dick Gabriel and some of these other guys, obviously, but Mason Ward, his performance this weekend has to be one of the guys' performances this program's seen in a long time. Obviously, tonight with the stakes, what can you say about what he put together just being on the head?
Yeah, he's special. And if you were to go back and look at our season, he's right in the middle of a lot of our wins. And he's super talented. The bowling ball is exactly what it's like trying to hit it. He throws it to both sides of the plate, and all he's done is get better since he's been here. And we talked about him on Friday night, you know. It seems like every week, every day, he just keeps getting better. He is an unbelievable athlete. I told you guys that about him, like dunking and doing everything. He's, man. And I'm thankful he's a Wildcat. And I believe what Dub said. He's going to play baseball for a long time. To be able to manipulate the baseball the way he does and land multiple pitches for a strike, pretty special.
Nick, you were talking about the last time you guys did this, in 17, you had the thunderstorm and the rainbow over the ballpark and the staff cleaning off the seats and all. And then this time you flat out asked the crowd, to show. What did you think when you walked out there and saw that crowd? This is, again, you broke your own record.
Yeah, I'm just very thankful. You know, one thing I will tell you about UK fans and the Big Blue Nation is they want to get behind you. They want to cheer for you. And they appreciate toughness. They appreciate hard work. They appreciate energy. They appreciate selflessness. And, you know, I paused when I went out there early in the game, and I was just thankful. I just did a look around, and I just saw the people, and I was just so very thankful. And I'm really happy for Mitch, too, because, you know, when you invest this kind of money and you do something like that, he's the one that had the vision for this. We'd never had a stadium that big, never invested that amount of money into something for baseball. And when you get an opportunity to win a championship and do that, I'm just really happy for him and his staff because they had the vision of this. They thought this was possible. And the fact that we were able to do it on our home field is pretty neat. And, man, our players, you know, one thing I'll say about the fans is, you know, early in the year when it's really cold and there's not as many people, a lot of times we have to create our own energy. And the fans created it for us. And that was special.